Yes, for Schoon Ditch Maintenance Project brought to you by Lake County Surveyor's Office. You're gonna be ready. Christopher Burke here will be presenting. Go, as to the, project, what it consists of and some of the issues that, they have found and why this is a justifiable, expense. So. Should we hit the light? Can anyone see? Should we hit the lights a little bit or no? All good? Yeah. You're it. Down for that.
There we go. Thank you, Dan. Good evening, everyone. My name is Joe Wilk. I'm a water resource project engineer with Christopher Burke Engineering. I am here tonight on behalf of the Lake County Surveyor's Office to present a funding request for the Schoon Ditch Maintenance Project. This here is an overview of the project. It's right up the road here up Calumet Avenue. Runs from Calumet Avenue on the west end to the confluence with Hart Ditch on the east. You got Katy Marsh Ditch coming in on the east as well. That is the NIPSCO right away. You see that grass area through the middle. You also have the town of Munster Community Hospital here, the southwest corner of the project, Munster High School here as well. And I'll get through these items here as we move along. Wants to move along. There we go. So what I'm going to talk about briefly this evening is project background, the scope and planned maintenance activities, as well as the requests and benefits we anticipate from this project. This picture is here standing on Calumet Avenue looking east, which is downstream. You got Fisher Street on the right in Community Hospital. You can see the building on the right as well.
A lot of riprap there.
And some background. Key waterway function of Schoon Ditch. It's crucial in managing stormwater drainage for the town of Munster. It has over 2 square miles of drainage area. A proper functioning ditch helps prevent flooding on Fisher Street, the nearby homes and businesses. The hospital as well, Community Hospital, is right along Fisher Street, main arterial street for ambulance traffic and such. And as I mentioned, I'm here on behalf of the Surveyor's Office, who manages this waterway as it is a regulated drain.
Regulated drain.
So previous work around 20 or so plus years, a little before my time in the professional realm, the Surveyor's Office in town addressed the severe erosion, which is facing this bank. So they lined it with riprap all the way from Calumet Avenue down to the confluence with Hart Ditch, around 1.4 miles. Toe to top of the bank, I think, as I said, that it's definitely helped improve flow capacity through there, did vegetative clearing as well, and left large diameter trees, which you see in this photo. But as you can see, there's plenty of other invasive and overgrown shrubs and vegetation that have been growing in those 20 years that need to be addressed.
Maintenance issue, huh?
Yes. So why importance of maintenance? Why is it needed? Vegetation overgrowth, as I've said, sediment buildup. This year is along Fisher Street as well. On the left, sediment buildup, creating islands in the middle of the channel. All these items are effective to keep the ditch flowing for these large storm events, which we designed to. So, current project scope and planned maintenance activities. Removing invasive and overgrown woody vegetation is a key part of this project. This photo just east of Columbia Avenue, where it becomes much more vegetated, the waterway, overgrown with honeysuckle, buckthorn, plenty of shrubs out there that are inhibiting more native vegetation from growing. There's a lot of trash and debris as well. Clearing these obstructions will help prevent blockages in the waterway for those large storm events, as well as some bank stability. Even though it was lined with riprap 20 plus years ago, there's a few patches where it's sloughed into the channel that needs repair. I'd say about less than 5% is need of stabilization measures. So it's holding up pretty well over those 20 plus years. Sediment removal is a key part as well, especially on the western end, most upstream. This is at the Columbia Avenue culverts. A lot of sediment buildup in one of the tubes conveying the ditch under Columbia Avenue, as well as vegetative overgrowth that is inhibiting flow through that culvert that is definitely decreasing its cross-sectional area. Again, you get that big event, it will be backing up on the upstream side, which is where the critical area is, such as Fisher Street and the community hospital. This is on the upstream side of that exact culvert. You got sediment sloughing into that right tube, as I mentioned, on both ends. So what are we going to do? Riprap placement at certain locations, which are needed. Again, that's less than 5%, I estimate. Based on from the 20 plus years ago when the work was done by the town and surveyor's office. Gabion basket at this location here to free up that cross-sectional area opening. And this is at Fisher and Columbia, as well as throw down native seed and blankets along the area where we're doing work above the riprap to get that more natural feel to the waterway. Natural. So what we're all here for, the funding request. This project went out to bid. Yeah, Gary Up Construction was a low bidder at $647,500. The surveyor's office is requesting half of that, $323,750. So long-term benefits we're seeing, that would be seen from such a project: flood risk mitigation, as I've said multiple times, ecological health promotion. Just trying to help. Those large diameter trees we were going to leave on the bank, they're holding up just well. There's plenty of birds' nests at the top of them when I've walked this ditch over the summer and fall. So leaving those, getting rid of that lower level invasives, water quality preservation, reducing pollutants, contaminants in the water bodies by that native seed and blanket, as well as just enhancing the overall aesthetics of the waterway. This here is at the confluence with Hart Ditch. As you see in the back of that photo, there's a trail along the Nipsker right-of-way, asphalt trail that is used by many. And I know there's some projects going on in this area that will definitely see much more pedestrian use along this trail. So really looking to enhance the aesthetics of the waterway as well as to keep it flowing. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, questions for this gentleman? I'll start. How many structures other than the culverts? Are there any? As far as flap gates, those types of things into this ditch or during this stretch?
There's outfalls coming in from various.
Is that part of what you're gonna be working on?
No.
How come?
Well, we'll be stabilizing outfalls, but not working on any backflow preventer.
So any of the preliminary, did you look at those structures to see after X amount of years what kind of condition they were in?
Yeah, we've looked at that and we spoke with the town. There's one outfall with the backflow preventer that definitely could look into doing some upkeep and maintenance on that.
Just out of curiosity, why wouldn't that be included in this project?
That is more of a town
Even though it's the regulated drain?
for the outfall aspect of it.
So the outfall, so help me with that. So the municipalities are responsible for the outfalls and the county is responsible for the structures.
Maintaining conveyance through the waterway.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
When was the last time the ditch was maintained?
2005, 20 years ago. It's about the rough cycle of maintenance.
How many times is Fisher Street overtopped in front of the hospital there on the north?
We met with the town and the hospital this summer. We go before putting together our plan set. To our knowledge, it has not.
That it? Any other questions? Thank you, sir.